Hi guys, welcome back to another yoga flow, and today we're going to be doing a power flow. Yes, so we are going to be feeling strong and powerful with this nice powerful practice. So it's going to get a little bit juicy, a little warm as we move, but it's going to be a great one. So let's get started. You don't need much. You may want some blocks and cushions around you, but otherwise let's get going. Let's get warm. So as I said, it's a power flow. So we're actually going to start standing today. And I'm going to get you to take a nice wide stance with your legs. And that's going to set us up for this powerful session. So press the feet into the ground, a softness in the knees. And you should hopefully feel nice and stable here. Draw the navel to the spine. And we're going to start with a few breaths. So bring the hands to the belly. Let's take a few deep breaths. And then softly starting to close the eyes. Continue 2 more breaths just like that. Now on the next inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up to the sides. Keep the eyes closed. I just want you to feel the space around you. Exhale, lower those arms back down to your sides. Leave those eyes closed. Take a breath in, reach the arms up, eyes are closed. Breathe out, lower the hands back down. You're going to do one more. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Lower the hands and open the eyes. From here, take a breath in, reach the arms up. This time, as you open up the arms and breathe out, you're going to fold forwards from the hips. So feel free to take as much of a bend through the knees as you need to bring your hands down to the ground or even some cushions or a block. Drop the head and allow yourself to just hang there for a moment. Just take some gentle walks from side to side. And then press your fingertips into the ground. And we're going to just do some little bits of spinal movement. So firstly, send the chest to the ground. But lift the gaze a little bit forwards. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to round out through the shoulders. Look between the legs. Take a breath in. Chest to the floor. Gaze forwards. Breathe out, round out through the spine, look between the legs. Complete this for a few more breaths. And you'll see I'm on my fingertips. But like I said, you could bring your hands onto some blocks. Maybe even onto some cushions. From here, you're going to walk the fingertips over to one side. So walk them over to your right foot. Allow the left shoulder to come down towards the ground a little bit. And you'll notice that you get a nice little stretch moving through that left side of the body. And then walk your hands over to the left side. Allow your right shoulder to come down. And again, notice that stretch through, this time the right side of the body. Walk the hands back into the center. Drop the head, and I just want you to shake the head from side to side, almost as if you were saying no. And then nod the head up and down like you were saying yes. Back to those no's. And back to those yeses. From here, you're going to walk the hands over to your right foot. Pivot both the feet so that they come towards that right side. You're going to drop down onto your left knee. And then just momentarily untuck that back toe. And what we want to do from here is a little bit of stretching out through the legs. We're going to rock backwards and forwards. So rocking back, sending the hips back and lifting up the toes. You feel free to walk that foot a little further away like I just did. Come forwards, send the chest forwards and lift the gaze. Rock back, send the hips back, lift those toes. Rock forwards, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Coming back and forwards. So as we move today, you might notice we're going to move a little bit faster than a usual pace. And that's just so that we can make it a powerful flow. So from here, we're going to lift up the arms on an inhale all the way up above us. So you're almost coming into a little low lunge here. From here, you're going to open the arms out to the left side of the body. Draw that navel into the spine, press the feet into the ground, stretch out through the fingertips. You're going to pause here for a minute. Breathe and just look over that front right hand. Just pausing there to breathe. Windmill the hands back into the inside of that right foot and then walk them over to the left side. So you're starting to sort of come around. We're going to then tuck the toes under the back foot and we're going to twist round so that we slowly start to come over to that left side and then lift up the left toes and come down onto the ball of the foot of the right. And we're coming into this little sort of Cossack squat. So again, stretching out through the legs. We're going to come to the middle. Place the feet down and just momentarily see if you can just lower your hips down a little bit. You'll feel a bit of a stretch through the legs. Feel free to do some little pulses. Feels quite good for me today. And then we're going to come all the way over to this left side and lift up the toes of that right foot. Feel free to adjust as much as you need to. You'll see that I adjust my feet a little bit as I move, so feel free to do that. Lift up those toes. And then we're going to walk the hands all the way round to frame that front foot. Drop down onto the right knee. And then we're going to do that rocking backwards and forwards again. So untuck the back toe, rock all the way back, send the hips back, lift up the toes. Come forwards, rock forwards, send the chest and the gaze high. Rocking back, lifting the toes. Rocking forwards, send the chest forwards, looking up. Coming back once more. And then coming all the way forwards one more time. So from here, plant the hands. You're going to tuck the toes under and then you're going to come back into your downward facing dog. So lift up the right knee, press through the toes and then lift up the hips. Send that left foot back to join the right, adjust the feet and find about hip width distance apart through the legs. Start to pedal out through the feet. And let's keep moving. So find that breath. Has a habit of sneaking off somewhere. And then from here, we're going to start moving a little bit more juicier. So from here, still the feet. You're going to look forwards. You're going to step the left foot forwards to meet the hands. From here, take a breath in as you rise the hands up, coming into that little lunge. Feel free to have a bend in that back leg. From here, we're going to open up the arms and also pivot on that back foot, coming into our warrior two. So feet end up in an L shape. Arms are separated, fingertips pressing out, pressing through the toes, looking over that front left hand. From here, we're going to lower the right hand, lift up the left, come back into your dancing warrior. You're then going to windmill the hands all the way back down, frame that front foot, pivot on the back foot, and then you're going to step that foot back, coming back into your downward facing dog. Do some little pedals through the feet. Find that breath. And then look to the hands again. You're going to step that right foot forwards. We're going to do the same on this side. So take a breath in, rise up through the hands, lift up into that lunge. Feel free to have a bend through that back knee. And then we're going to pivot, open up through the arms, pivot on that back foot. You've now got a little backwards L shape with the feet. Arms are extending, pressing down through the toes, draw the spine, the navel into the spine. And then from here, send the left hand down, right arm comes up overhead. And then windmill those hands forwards, frame that front foot. Pivot on the back, step the feet back, come into your downward facing dog. Whew. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer now. Feel free to pedal through the feet. So we're going to keep progressing through these moves. So it's going to become a little bit more warm, a little more challenging as we progress. So still the feet, and this time you're going to lift up the left leg behind you. You're going to draw it all the way through, step it forwards, come back into that little lunge. Take a breath in, rise the arms all the way up, overhead. Open the arms, pivot on that foot, come into your warrior two. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Send the right arm down, left arm comes up overhead. And then left comes down, right comes up overhead. Swapping over, right comes down, left comes up overhead. Left comes down, leads to the ground, comes down all the way down, pivot on that back foot, and then step the feet back into your downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet, keep moving. If you need to take a pause, you can. Just come down onto your knees. If not, stick with me. Keep breathing. Take a breath in, reach that right leg up behind you. Draw that knee into the chest, step it forwards. From here, take a breath in, reach the arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, open up through the arms, pivot on that back foot, coming into your warrior two pose. Nice bend through that front right leg, arms extended. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. From here, send the left arm down, right arm comes up overhead. Right arm comes down, left comes up overhead. Left arm comes down, right comes all the way back up. And then swapping over for one more time. From here, windmill the hands all the way back down, frame that front foot, and then step that leg all the way back into your downward facing dog. Feel free to take a little pedal through the feet. Breathe. Find that breath. From here, we're going to move those legs a little bit more. So this time you're going to take the left leg all the way up. Then you're going to draw it all the way forwards, but not place it down. You're just going to bring that knee to the chest. You're going to send it all the way back. And all the way forwards. All the way back. And this time, come all the way forwards, pause for a moment, and then step it down. Take a breath in, rise all the way up. As you exhale, open the arms, pivot on that back foot, come back into your warrior two pose. Take the right hand down, left comes up overhead. Left arm comes down, right comes up overhead. Coming all the way back. And then this time, come forwards, but actually you're going to extend both arms forwards and just pause for a moment here. This is going to feel really strong. So really draw the navel into the spine, press through the feet, squeeze through the glutes and thighs. And then bring the hands all the way back down, pivot on that back foot, and then step back into your downward facing dog. You can probably hear my voice. Pedal through your feet. You can probably hear my voice. I'm
huffing and puffing over here. It's not easy. So we're going to swap on to the other side. So still the feet, take a breath in, reach the right leg up, draw it all the way back forwards, send the leg back up, then the knee comes forwards. One more time, send the right leg up, knee comes forwards, pause, and then step it down. Take a breath and rise up through the arms. Breathe out, open out through the arms, pivot on that back foot, come into your warrior two. Pause, take a big breath in, big breath out. Sending the left arm down, right comes up overhead. Right arm comes down, left comes up overhead. Left arm down, right comes up. And then this time, bring them all the way over to that right side. Extend the fingertips up. Draw the navel to the spine. Press through the feet. Squeeze through the glutes and the thighs. And then bring the hands all the way down. Pivot on that back foot. And then step back into your downward facing dog. Whew. Take a little breather. Just pedal through the feet. We're nearly done. Come down onto the knees. We're going to slow it right down. I bet you're glad. So firstly, just take a few nice big breaths. Just pause here. Find your breath. One more. Untuck the toes. And then we're going to take a few little tiny cat-cows. So just positioning knees under hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Take a breath in, look forwards, send the chest forwards and the belly down, but keeping tone in the belly so you're still drawing it up towards the spine. Breathe out, round out through the shoulders and the back, look between them, knees, all the way up to the belly button. Take a breath in, reverse that. Gaze comes forwards, chest comes forwards, belly goes down. Breathing out, rounding out, nothing between the knees. I'm going to do two more. Just thinking to your own breath. And then come back to that neutral spine positioning in the middle here. From here, you're going to send the right leg behind you and just press back. So you're coming onto the ball of the foot and just press back through the heel with little sort of pulses, little tiny pulses. Keep that breath nice and smooth. Bring that knee back in and then send the left leg behind, come onto the ball of the foot and then come back towards, down through the heel basically with those little pulses. Hopefully you're finding your breath again. Hopefully you've caught it. Last two. Come back into all fours and you're just going to create some circles with the body. So maybe come to the right side to begin with and really lead with the hips. So see that you can really sort of round the hips as you create some nice big circles. Feel free to bend the elbows, really get into it, maybe round out through the spine in the middle and then take it in the other direction. Breathing as you go. I know it might look odd. Feels amazing though. Last one. From here, you're going to take the knees wide, pop the toes between, or bring the toes together, and then you're going to lower all the way down onto the ground. Forehead down, fingertips away. And then walk the fingertips away from the body, you're then going to walk them over to the right side. And just notice that lovely stretch through the back, predominantly on the left side. One more breath here. And then walk the hands all the way back through the center and then off to the left side. Again, take some nice big breaths here. Noticing that great stretch down through the right side of the body now. Bring the hands back into the center. One more little stretch through the arms. Really walk the fingertips away, away, away from the body. And then slowly start to walk the hands back in. Come all the way up onto your knees. And then just walk the knees in towards one another. From here, take a nice big breath in, reach up with the hands. Breathe out, lower down. This time you're going to rise up through the knees as you do this again. Take a breath in. Bring the hips forwards and take the arms back. Breathe out, sit all the way back down, hands by your sides. Take a breath in, coming all the way back up. Arms go back, hips come forwards. Breathe out, lower down. Staying on your heels here, take a breath in, rise the hands up. Breathe out. And then from here, let's finish with a few breaths together. So just find a comfortable seat. If it's not comfortable to stay on your knees, but let's just settle. So bring your palms either to your thighs. They can be palms down, palms up. If it feels good to have them down on the ground for a bit of grounding, feel free to. Palms down onto your thighs is a little bit more inward. Palms facing up is more outward. Maybe explore what you want, what feels good now. Close the eyes. And let's take 3 nice deep breaths together. So let's prepare. Taking a nice deep breath in now. Breathing out through the mouth now. Each time breathing fully into the belly. So breathing in, expanding the belly now. Breathing out. One more breath in. Breathing out. If you want to join me with your eyes still closed, bring the palms together and then bring them to your chest, your heart center, thumbs to your sternum. Bow the head forwards and lift up the hands, bringing your thumbs to your forehead. Namaste. You can bring your hands back to your chest. You may want to place the hands over the eyes. Hopefully they're already quite warm. Maybe start to flutter the eyes open. And then open the fingers. Allow some light in. And then take the hands away. So thank you so much for joining me for this power flow. I hope it was a good session. I hope it wasn't too powerful, but it was just powerful enough. But
work with it. It might be something that you want to gradually work up towards or progress through. You can always take things down a notch. You can use props to sort of aid you throughout the practice. And remember, you can always take a break at any stage. Just come back down onto the ground, onto your mat, and pause. You can even pause the video. That's the beauty of it. You're not in a class where there's that pressure. So give it a go, and I hope you enjoyed the session, and give it a go again. Keep practicing it, and hopefully you'll see that progression happening. Anyway, thank you for joining me again. I really appreciate it. Please feel free to share any feedback on this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, guys. Bye.